Hello and welcome to this opportunity call. My name is Arnaud Nakaha. I am out here in Utah. Joining me, we've got our Chief Executive Officer and co-founder, Carl Daikeler, and our Senior Manager of Sales, S.J. Rossiter. The purpose of this call is to present who we are as Team Beachbody, what it can do for you, why we think that this will be a great fit for a few of you that are watching this, and why we think that this is the best time to get started as a customer or a coach. And so for the next 25 minutes, we will share with you some stories. We'll share with you our proven system that has worked over a lot of years, and we'll share some local stories as well. And so to kick things off, I'd like to toss the mic to S.J. Rossiter, our Senior Manager of Sales that has helped launch the UK territory, to share a local story of what Team Beachbody has done. So SJ, are you with us?
I am with us, Arnaud. So thank you so much. And I know Arnaud's saying I'm the Senior Manager of Sales, but actually my primary role here is coach development. So my job is very much in the field with coaches and customers, helping them on their journey. And that's what we're about as a team, is coming together and helping people to achieve their own goals. And the reason why I'm in my car today is because I'm actually down in Southsea with some coaches, and I've just stepped out of where we are for our meeting to hold this. And it's that flexible. Even for corporate roles, we get the opportunity to go out and meet everybody. So I want to share, we've got some great stories here in the UK already, and we launched on October the 19th as a Team Beachbody opportunity. And we've had some fantastic testimonials already coming through. And I just wanted to share one in particular, and I could give you a lot. And every Tuesday we do Transformation Tuesday, and the stories just keep coming every week. And I'll talk more about a program that we're running currently that's kind of fast tracking those transformations. But we've got this chap called Chris Pandolfo, and he came into this as a customer and very much embraced like the workouts that he'd never done before. And the reason why this is so important to him is that he, as you can see from his image on here, he's had quite a transformation. He's lost 98 pounds over his journey so far. But his story was, and the reason why he got to the point of where he was because his mum was obese. She actually died during surgery for an obesity-related disease. And he thought that that was his kind of destiny. And somebody introduced him to Beachbody as a program, and I think he started on T25 or P90X, and he's just gradually embraced each workout and just done each workout. He's followed the meal plans, and with a coach now as well. And his coach just happens to be over in America. His coach has remotely been really supporting him on his journey, and he's lost now, look, 98 pounds. And I talked about a program that we launched 18 days ago called 80-Day Obsession. And Chris has joined that. So in 6 months ago, he would never have thought he would be doing a workout every day. He could barely walk. It was like his destiny was to end up like his mum. And he's literally come in and he's done 80-Day Obsession now on day 18 and lost 14 pounds just on that one program alone, let alone all the other pounds that he's lost with the previous programs. And his story has pretty much said to us that, and he talks about it a lot, is the fact that we've saved his life. And so, for me as a coach, as like the coach developer, I just kind of see myself as head coach here in the UK. Stories like this make a difference. And this is what we are about, is making a difference and just touching one person, even just one person, comes and joins the program and doesn't end up with the same destiny as they thought they were going to end up and what their past stories were. And so that's just like a local story that we've had here already in the UK. And I could literally give you a list of them. And so that's why I want you to know that it's about a whole system. And Chris has totally embraced both the workouts and the nutrition plans that we provide for them. And these are the kind of stories that you can have and, make a difference to your life or somebody that and get to work out at home that they would never have gone to a gym previously. So that's just one story, Arnaud. I could share lots with you, and I know we don't have time for that today, but Chris is very inspiring and definitely somebody to watch on Facebook or Instagram, just to check he's real, because that's usually people's, oh, well, that could be anything. No, that go seek him out. He's very passionate about sharing his story on Facebook and Instagram. So happily for you to go and look up some of our testimonials.
Excellent. Hey, thanks, SJ. And this is the story of thousands and millions of people, literally. And this all started really back in 1998 by Carl Daikeler and John Congdon, the co-founders of Team Beachbody. And so to talk more about really the system, because I think it's very easy to see one story, one story out of so many other stories. But really for that story to work, there needs to be a model that he set for your success. And we thought that to share that, we would invite Carl Daikeler to share about this model that they put together. Carl?
Thanks, Arnold. And SJ, that's a great story. This is just one of the books that I have. I've got like literally stacks of these of people who have sent us their before and after photos. And I probably have 6 binders filled with these. This is just one of the smaller ones that a group of coaches did for me at an event. Look at that guy, Body Beast. You see that? It's amazing. Anyway, so this is really the point here. And somebody asked me yesterday that they asked me, we have this thing called the vital behaviors that we use to help coaches who are they're used to having full-time or part-time jobs. Maybe they're stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads, and they're looking to make an extra income. And so starting their own business and taking the initiative to earn an extra income, whether it's just part-time to start or end up being full-time, they might not be used to that. They might not be normally or naturally entrepreneurial. And so I was asked yesterday, what is the most important of the vital behaviors? We call them vital behaviors because these are the things that you need to do, that we sort of organize our recommended process of being a coach into these 4 vital behaviors. One of them is be the proof the product works. The other is keep inviting people to your challenge groups. The other is recognize people for their successes, because when's the last time somebody applauded you for doing a workout or eating healthy? And the other is personal development. And if you decide to become a coach, you'll learn more about the vital behaviors. But the point is, somebody asked me, what's the most important of the vital behaviors? And it's kind of like asking what's the most important leg of a 4-legged stool. You sort of need all of them if you want to have a good seat. But in this case, there is one that's the most important. And I think it's important for you as a prospect, or even if you're already a coach. The most important thing for us as a company is that you are proof the product works. I was asked the other day by a group of guys, we deal with bankers and so on, and they said, what has gone well or not well for your company? I said, the area that goes well for us is when somebody comes in with the mentality of they want to change their health and improve their life, their well-being, because that's the most valuable thing that we have. And when they come in from that mentality, the money just seems to follow, because you attract other people who value their health that much. I mean, here I am sitting here with my morning Shakeology. This is my breakfast today, and this is actually the 365er cup that you get awarded if you've been on what we call HD for 12 months, and then you get this special cup and you get a little golden scoop. We do another thing the second year, but the point is that I need to be the proof the product works. And that's what's so magical about this business model, because we've got this gateway to a healthy lifestyle that, this kicks off my day. And I'm like getting all these superfoods, and it makes me feel good and gives me energy, healthy energy without more caffeine. And the point of this is this little miracle shake, which is more expensive than most shakes because it's doesn't have the preservatives. It's made from whole food ingredients, which means we haven't extracted the ingredients that are the most powerful from the rest of the plant. So you get all the enzymes and the various stuff that help that nature talk to my own nature. So this is the gateway that starts my day to healthy habits throughout the day. So when it comes to them lunch, when it comes to my workout, I'm already in gear to lead a healthier life, okay? I am being proof the product works. That's my point. And for you as a coach to come in and start thinking, you know what, I'm just going to drink that shake every day rather than spend money on an expensive coffee or another eggs and toast or whatever might be normal. I'm going to drink something that's going to feed my body in a way that is substantial, that makes me feel great. Like literally, from a health perspective, I just feel great. When everybody around me is sick, I'm the one that's feeling good and doesn't have the sniffles. Now, on the other hand, there's fitness. And of course, as soon as I say I don't have the sniffles, I want to sniffle. What's that about? It's like somebody yawning, and all of a sudden everybody here on the call is going to yawn, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it to you. Okay, so the other point, so I got my gateway to health and fitness, and then I pick a program. And you as a coach, you come in, you say, I'm going to do this. What is this 80-day obsession program? Or what is this 21-day fix? A shorter program, or shift shop, or like SJ said, this guy did, what was the guy's name?
Chris Pandolfo.
He did T25 to get started, 25 minutes a day, and then he went through other programs to lose 90 pounds. The point is, as a coach, your first goal is to improve your health and wellness and feel good in your own clothes and just make it consistent. Doesn't mean you need to be a fitness expert or a nutrition expert. It just means you're making better choices. Just imagine just 15% better choices throughout the day, and that weight's going to come off. And when that weight starts to come off for you and you start to get stronger, I'll never forget the first time I was doing P90X, one of our famous programs, and somebody asked me, how did you know it was working for you? And there was one day I got in the car and I put my seatbelt on, and I put that on, ow, boom, and I just was like, man, did I put that seatbelt on? Like, you know, you have to push the thing into the little clicker, and man, that clicker was like, ouch, like I just put that thing in the clicker, boom, I was in my seatbelt. So anyway, the point is I felt strong. So yeah, I got my gateway to a healthy start. I got my fitness program that I'm doing, and I'm using portion control to just like 15, 20%. Like now I understand that if I get a hamburger and fries, the point is not to eat hamburger and fries, or the point is not to that I can't eat pizza. The point is don't eat the whole pizza. The point is I can have a couple slices and still have my favorite food in the world. I can still have, all I do is I slice that burger in half. The minute that it gets to me, and I give half, tell the guy, put it in a box, take a little handful of fries, those are the fries. I don't have to finish the whole thing. That little tweak makes me proof the product works because I'm living this lifestyle. And then other people around me ask, what are you doing? What's that about? Why are you drinking that shake? Why did you cut your hamburger in half? And that attracts people to my group. And then I start a program like 21-day fix or 80-day obsession or shift shop. And rather than trying to think about my entire life of health and wellness, all I'm trying to think is the next 80 days or the next 21 days. This is the point, guys. You've got the opportunity in a world where, people are scrambling to figure out how to feel better and what can they control in their lives with all the crazy government stuff and things we can't control. What's the one thing I can control in my life that's going to make me feel good? And it's these little choices, tiny little choices. And as a coach, you get the opportunity to be the proof the product works and then invite people in this very simple little concept of drinking a daily dose of dense nutrition that's truly that good. And if you or the people who you attract in the business don't like it, they get their money back. It all comes with a money back guarantee. And you know what just might happen? And what I think is going to happen and why I have notebooks filled of what happens, you're going to get your wellness. And people around you, people you love, are going to get their wellness. And that without them paying a brass farthing extra, they're going to get their wellness because they're going to have the accountability of a coach like you who's just holding them accountable. You don't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You're just holding them accountable. And then you recognize them for that, and they go, oh, thanks for recognizing that, Arnold. I appreciate you seeing what I'm doing. And that little recognition helps you go into the next. Do you see what kind of force of good you can be at the same time that you're earning commissions? And I'll let Arnold talk about what the earning potential is, but that's where it starts. It starts with you, just a few, 2, 3 things that you do to get better, to get on a program, 21 days, 60 days, 90 days. Drink that shake. Your life, you feel better, and you're going to just naturally attract people to this. And that has created wealth for some people. It's created a second income for some people. And for some people, what it's done is attract enough people that their product is effectively free. So that's what's so powerful, because this concept of peer support is what truly is the game changer. Because we've all bought programs or equipment or joined gyms. You walk in and you walk out, and nobody talks to you, and it's just as easy not to walk in as it was to walk in the first place. But when you join Beachbody and you plug into a Beachbody program and a challenge group, and you form a challenge group, now you got to step up. Now you got to do it. And that's what's so powerful about this. And the more people who we get to do it, the more wellness we create in the world, and the more potential for income you've got. And it's actually that easy, that simple of a decision. This doesn't need to be a big decision, but it needs to start with, you just want to make those few small behaviors, like drink the shake, like follow a fitness program, and start to look at your portions in a new way that's going to help you lose the weight, show your kids what the right size of a portion is, and what some healthier food choices can be. And that's the effect we want to have on you. It's our mission statement: help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives. And from that comes the potential to earn substantial income. The harder you work, the more people you attract, the more people you help, the more money you make. Now, Arnold, I know you're more technical about this stuff than I am. Why don't you talk a little bit about how they earn money and what that can mean for them, so that they just understand how this works from the layering standpoint?
Absolutely, and I won't bore you with all the details, and SJ will share actually a local story at the end of this. But essentially, like what you just talked about is right on the money, Carl. And the fact that, the only decision that we're asking you to make essentially is if you want to walk this, if you want to jog, or if you want to run. We're going to match whatever sort of pace that you want to be on. And it's very much the case for a lot of coaches that, first of all, when they come in, they ask themselves 3 questions, and that might be 3 questions that you're asking yourself. One of them might be, do I need to be a social media expert? The second might be, do I need to be business savvy and an entrepreneur that has built successful businesses? Another one could be, do I need to be in fitness? Do I need to be in tip-top shape in order to become a coach? And as you heard SJ, and as you heard Carl, we find that the most successful coaches are those coaches in the middle of their journey. Those coaches that are relatable to the majority of people. And the fitness models of Instagram and everybody else, those are sort of on this pedestal that most people don't think they can reach. Yet, if you're leading every day by example, you have a chance to help a ton of people, and you actually have credibility that will get some people to join you in your journey. So let's talk a bit about the income opportunity, because we don't shy away from it. We think that it's something that can bless you. We think it's something that can fill a need in your everyday life, in your budget and everything else. And it's been the case for a lot of people. Now, like Carl talked about, hard work is the greatest equalizer. At the end of the day, you choose where you want to be. We certainly don't guarantee any income, but your hard work, your due diligence, your skill certainly can do that. To give you an example, but for instance, let's discuss how you can earn, let's say, between 200 and 500 pounds per month. What could that do for you? Just think through, look at your budget. It's the beginning of the year. We're heading into a brand new month. Maybe some of you have some income goals, but what could that potentially do for you? Whether it's paying off some debt, whether it's helping pay the car note, or whatever that you'd like to do with your everyday life. For instance, we talk about we're in the business of helping people. You heard Carl talk about it. We're in the business of helping people. And so essentially what we really pride ourselves in is we try to always set a standard. And the standard is help 3 people a month. If you can help 3 people a month in this business, you're able to earn anywhere from 40 to 90 bonus points per challenge pack sale. So if you up your activity and let's say up around 8 people a month, for those of you that want to jog or maybe run, you'll be earning 500 British pounds a month, okay, that month that you do that. Now, there's 2 parts to the compensation plan without boring you with the details again. You've got the retail where you are sharing solutions and you're helping them on a one-on-one basis, sort of like a one-time or two-time basis. But then there's also people, and we guarantee that, by the way, by our bottom of the bag guarantee, that if you help people get started on our products, we are guaranteeing that if they don't like what they have, they can return it bottom of the bag with no Shakeology inside, and they'll get a refund. That's how much we believe in our product. So here's what then happens. You get them started, they fall in love with the product, and then they become lifelong or long-term customers of yours. And from those purchases, for those people that obviously stay, fall in love with the system that you have in place, the challenge group, potentially become a coach, you earn 25% commission on those purchases that are now monthly ongoing purchases that now are part of your residual income, right? Your passive income that you now get every single month. And if you focus both on helping 3 people a month, what we call, really helping people Success Club every month, and then you start getting some people that decide to do what you do and get that 25% every single month. Not only are you getting your Shakeology paid for, you are now starting to make either a retail income or a residual income. This is a game changer. We're brand new in the United Kingdom. There's a lot of white space all over. There's 60 million people. We know about the obesity crisis that you guys are facing the same way that we're facing here in North America. And certainly some people have taken advantage of that, right, SJ? Some people have really become those pace setters, and we need you. We're calling for you. We're calling for you whether you want to walk, whether you want to jog, or whether you want to run. And SJ, you've obviously had the pleasure of being on the front lines and really as the coach development head coach, as you said, have seen some lives change right there locally.
I have, and I know when we go back to what we're talking about with regards to income, it really does depend on what you're wanting. And I get the honor for, having real truthful stories with our coaches here in the UK where they share where they were at the point of bankruptcy, and that they were just looking for something. And not only do we have an obesity crisis here in the UK, we also have a time crisis, and I'm sure anyone watching this can relate to us, is that people just don't have time, and they've got way too much month at the end of their money, and they're looking for something, but they just don't know what it is. And so some of these coaches that have come on board since October have had some real significant financial changes to their life already. And it really depends on how much effort you put in. But, I've got a story of one of our coaches, and I get to hear them every week. And this makes, sometimes I end up in tears because some of them are so life-changing. But this one where, one of our coaches has now come on board, and she's been driving around in a clapped out old car for a long time. And she's had a goal that she wanted to get herself a car, but they've been borderline bankruptcy and literally doing anything, part-time jobs, but helping other people. But because they're in fitness industry and they were showing up and there's a personal trainer, they were doing classes, they'd only get paid for the money for the classes that they did. Well, when you're doing something like that, there's only so many hours in the day. And I think this is where the time thing really comes into it, is that now, she doesn't necessarily have to turn up to the classes, but she's got more people working out than she's ever had, than she did face to face. And they're now doing it from their living rooms, from their bedrooms, for me, from my bathroom, because it's the only one with the top ceilings. And it's wherever they do it, but they're not taking up her time as much. And she's now earning more money off the back of it and has been able to buy a car. And then I'm just going to share one more story, because it's not just about that. And I talk about time in so much as one of our other coaches has now given up her job that she was doing on a Saturday, and she's never been able to attend a football club that her son goes to. She's never been able to do it because she's always had to do another job on a Saturday. And now she's been able to give that up because this is a part-time business, and she's able to go to her son's football club. And so it's important to you, and I'm really passionate about you having an individual goal and working towards that goal and putting blinkers on and not comparing yourself. But the opportunity is there, whatever level you want. and it will make a difference to your life, both time and financially. And there's tons of support here for you too.
Excellent stuff. And it's great to see those stories, and those stories, there's no doubt that they could be you watching, whether live or watching the recording. So we've spent the past 25 minutes, really chatting about what's possible, who we are, and the only decision, like we said, in my view and in our collective view, is whether you want to be a walker, jogger, or runner, really. So would love for you guys to post below as I tossed it back to Carl. What you'd like to do this year? Do you see yourself as a walker, jogger, or runner? And Carl, I know that Carl's got his sleeves rolled up and he's ready to finish. I was going to say finish. We are starting the month and finish the year. So, Carl, we've covered it all. Any last thoughts?
Well, hey, look, there's, people love a deal. Today, we just put up a special on, I believe, all challenge packs. You can save 10 pounds on all the challenge packs right now. So you really want to take advantage of it now before the prices go back up at the end of the month. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how you want to feel and how you want to make people feel. And would it be interesting to you to be a part of solving this wellness problem in the world, starting with yourself? And just like, I don't drink this thing every day. I could easily hold this cup up and show people that I drink it and then pour it out. But I drink this every day. Everybody in my household drinks this every day because it's this one thing. Like, look, there's no secret. I eat like a second grader, and which means that I literally pizza, quesadillas, and burgers. That's sort of my thing, and so I just can't stand vegetables. Now, I've gotten better over time, but this is the stuff that I know that my body's getting what it needs. So at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for you. What I can guarantee you is nothing will change for you and your wellness, and nothing will change for you with your financial stability unless you change something. And with the specials that we've got going on in February, the momentum that we've got, the demand for 80-day obsession and 21-day fix and shift shop and T25 is at an all-time high. This is a great opportunity, but it's not gonna take a step toward you. You're the one that has to take the step. Get to the coach who invited you to this call. If you want to get started, they can do something as easy as just ask them to share a cart with you. They can basically push the opportunity toward you, and you just then have to click, and they've already assembled the shopping cart for you. So I just hope you get started. You give it 30 days. If you don't have a good experience, you can return it, get all your money back, and no harm, no foul. But we hope you take care of yourself. We hope this has a positive impact on you and your family, and we hope you decide today to get started and investigate something that's really making a difference in the world.
Excellent, Carl. I'm seeing a lot of people posting sprinting, and so we look forward to that. Thanks for your time, everyone. We hope you have a tremendous month of February. Take care. Thanks for tuning in.